Yeah, so pretty nuts stuff happening, man. I left for 1 week, guys, 1 week. And this is what you do to my market, man. Let's talk about it. Let's see, what my job here to do is to show you guys what to do in a market like this. So let's get this going. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? What's up, man? Welcome, Brooklyn. Josh Drain. Welcome. Booney Sanusi. Hello. If you're in here, say hello before I call you out. Guys, I know a lot of you guys been texting and calling and texting more and all this other stuff because, what's going on? Everybody's hesitating. That's okay. Because I am here and we're going to discuss what to do in any market, right? Just because we're going through a tough time doesn't mean you can't make money. Does not mean, in fact, I know a lot of people who did make money. Mm-hmm. What's up, Aaron? How are you? Welcome. All right, cool. So let's look at what's going on, just seeing how everybody else is in here. First live session that I've joined, about to start working. All right, Nate, nice to see that Mr. Fuchs is ready to go. So yeah, if you have any questions, Nate, definitely let me know. Randy Duff, the fish head's in the house. Hey, James, how are you, man? Hope everything's good. Yeah, I think Randy, I think somebody, James, I think you were friends with somebody here. Roberto V, welcome. Bill, say hello. Hide who? Oh, hidey ho. Who are we hiding? Hidey ho. All right, guys. So let's get this going, man. I don't want to waste anybody's time because we got a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. But I do have some announcement to make first. I'm just letting you know. So from starting this week, I'm only going to be going live this Tuesday, just today, and I'm actually going to start a new live next. On Thursdays or Wednesdays, actually, for our paid clients. So if you're a paid client, we're going to get some extra stuff going on with you guys. It's going to be fun. And if you're not a paid client and you want to join, comment client or join below so we could discuss it with you if this is something for you. Jeff Noel, welcome. Kelly Myers in the house. All right.
Around 115.
I didn't get it. All right, cool. So let's check this out. Let's see what's going on. I don't think that message went through. Yeah, looks like. So yeah, let's look at all this. Let's see what's going on. If you want to do that real quick. So let's talk about what's going on. I know a lot of people are freaking out. What's going on with this market? And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, whenever things like this happen, it is important to understand that there's a trigger in our mind that really starts to go off when things go off the cuff. And it's our job to make sure that when things look astray, when things are looking, to the bearish side, things start to get a little crazy. And speaking of crazy, my daughter just came back from the Dominican Republic, and you can see she had her hair braided. And then, well, now it's no longer braided. Now we just look like craziness. Say hi to everybody. You want to say hi? Yeah, there's Emma. If you guys remember Emma, give her some hearts. She's been wanting to go live with you guys. She missed you all. Michael Beck, what's up, man? How are you? Philianda, welcome. Hey, Kelly says you're very precious and beautiful. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You want to say anything to anybody here? You want to say anything cool? No? Nothing?
Yeah.
What? Is the market going to be bullish today? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Awesome. All right, guys. We are about to get this going. Where's Mommy? Want to go say hi to Mommy? Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
All right. Kelly said you're welcome. And Richard says hello. So yeah, so it's very, very important, guys, that you understand that the idea behind a market like this is emotions. People who fail in the market usually are not because it's a lack of strategy. Yes, obviously strategy is important, and we teach a very, very intricate strategy, a very simple strategy that works. Yeah, Randy's actually one of our members, but it is the management of emotions. And what I'm going to tell you right now, guys, and all the paid clients, we're going to go live together in another group on our paid wall where we're going to discuss the emotions, the real deal of what we have to manage and make sure that we don't freak out. That is why I don't really lose a lot of money on the market, no matter what the market is. Yeah, I'm very positive, but it's also because I'm always logical. And when you look at logic, things just don't seem so bad, no matter how bad the market is, because the thing just moves up and down. As long as you understand the pattern, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to show you today exactly what I'm talking about. So enough of talking, right? Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on with this market and see what can we do. All right. Sorry, just trying to get my arrow into this here. Perfect. All right. If you could see my screen, great, because now we're about to go get this. All right. So a couple things I want to show you guys. So I want to go based on an emotional roller coaster, and this is the problem we're seeing a lot is the market has what you call seasons. There's the winter, there's the spring, there's the fall, that other one, right? We're different ones. What's up, Ruben? How are you? We're in different types of seasons. Chris wanted me to say hello to you, Ruben, because he says he loves you. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with you two, but apparently he loves you. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm seeing is the situation here. We are seeing these winter moments when are a little cold, right? And every time these happen, we are getting really, really scared because we think winter is going to be forever. But the reality is it never is, because with every winter, there's a little fall. And this right here, my friends, are fall. And then there's a beautiful summer. Of course, we're going to have some springs in here and then back to winter with a little bit of fall, a little bit of summer. A little bit of winter, huge summers. And right now, guys, we're having a big winter. This thing is a big winner. Now, some of you might be like, oh my God, we are going into a recession. Oh my God, let's go. Guys, what's cool about a recession is we've been through a few of them. So it's not something new. And here's a little secret that nobody knows. Nobody knows in this world. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Every recession we've been through, guess what? We've come out of it. But here's what's cool thing. Here's the cool thing. The richest people in the world have been made through a recession because everything's a lot cheaper and it's more affordable, and most people are scared to get in on it unless they see the opportunities. Same thing happened with COVID. We know how many people made money during COVID because everything went up. These are the opportunities we look for, but it's our emotions and our hesitations and the lack of confidence of not having the right strategy that kills us. So for you to make money in a market like this, I get this question all the time. How do you make money in this type of market? Very simple, guys. It's number one, have a foundational strategy that you've been working on, that you continuously do. Don't go for the next shiny object. Everybody's like sees this market like this. Oh, let's try crypto. Let's try Forex. Let's try NFTs. Let's try, selling used spaghetti. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as you're emotionally stable, you have a good foundation, you had the right mentorship, you know what you're doing, this will not matter. Okay. And if we really look at what we're seeing, just look at what we're seeing. We're seeing, right, a market that went down, had a little bit of a retracement, had a little bit of a, so look at this, big winter, spring, and winter continues. Yeah, the winter sometimes will do two arrows like that. Yeah, it's going to create this little, yeah.
It's a slingshot.
It's a little slingshot, but the slingshot's always reversed. So it is a crazy time. But now, how do we really break this down? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we really got to look at the market a little bit on a macro view. Because when we're stuck at looking at this little area, it's a problem. And I'll tell you what, you ever had a problem in life, right? It's so big in the moment. It could be something big, you lost a friend, or you lost somebody, or something happened. It could be a big issue. But here's the thing. What? Here's some biggest opportunity. Heck yeah, Justin, I agree. Here's the thing here, okay? This is the very, very important. Like what Justin just said, his outlook is positive because he understands things have happened. What I will tell you is this: looking at something like this on a micro view looks scary, just like losing a friend or having something stolen. But if you go back 10 years ago, some of the problems you had, you were really pissed off about it. Are you really pissed off at it now? Probably not, because in the grand scheme of things, most things 10 years later don't matter. That's just how it is. So if you take the market and look at it the same way and say, wait a minute, let's look at the whole view and see, do these last 4 days, does this whole from April to June, this horrific time, really that much of a deal? Well, don't ask me that question. Let's look at a longer chart. Let's look at our problems and see in 10 years, do those problems really matter? So we'll look at a weekly view. Well, guess what? We've had problems. We've definitely had problems. This is a 10-year view, guys. So in the last 10 years, we've had COVID, which hit a huge, big move, right? And guess what? That was a sick winter. We've had multiple, this was the Brexit issue we've had. Okay, we've had these little moments. Right now, we are having a moment. And guess what? It's following a channel. Can this reach 340? Yes. I'm not saying we're done at going down, but if you understand, look, it seems like there's a little bit of a pattern. And I'm giving you guys the worst case scenario right now. The worst is we could look at it and see if there's a reversal, or maybe we are looking to get to 340, maybe even 320. But if for some reason, this little line, this red line, makes everything okay, because at the end of the day, all our moving day averages, it shows you the overall history, and the overall history of the market says in the past 200 days, we are way above where we need to be, and that's a good sign. Once we get past it, which is what happened during COVID, right? Everything shut down, that's a problem. But even then, it was 1 week below it. And then the next week after that, just so you guys know, was the most profitable week in the stock market history. But wait, maybe it's not good enough. Let's go back even more. Let's go back and look at a 20-year view. You down for a 20-year view? And I could tell you 2008, 2009 was a huge moment. But now let's look at it. A true recession, guys, which was a recession, okay? A true recession hit way below these 200-day moving day average. Look at that. The 200-day average at the time was 100. Wow. It went down half. No, 50. That's a problem. So equivalent to that, a recession to me right now, that means it should be around 240 or 200. Guys, we're not even close. We're not even close. In fact, when we look at trends, okay, we want to see if there's an uptrend. Well, when I draw a channel over the last 20 years, not even, this is about 10 years, we're still in an uptrend. We are still in a perfectly normal uptrend. What we're going through right now is the market is saying, hey, there's stuff going to be on sale. Am I saying invest to the upside? I'm not saying that. But we wait for the right opportunity. That's all. Now, there's other strategy we teach that you could do. We could trade the right way to the downside. This is a great time for that. If you know our paycheck collector formula, that's a great time for that. I've seen people retire of this. My best months ever came in markets like this. There's volatility to the side. And guess what? The problem we have, going back to emotions, and let's just pull this back to 10 years, okay? Are you okay with that, Elliot?
I'm sure many would prefer it, especially if they're on their mobile device.
Yeah. I try to make it look a little, let's do a monthly view just to make it a little easier for you guys to look at.
It's important.
Yeah, look at this. This is a monthly view over the last 10 years. Yeah, we're having a crazy month. Well, we've had them before. We've had a few of them. we still, but on a monthly view, look at where we need to be. Like for us to really be in trouble, we have to get to 190. For below 190, we're officially in a bearish market. We're nowhere near that. Okay, nowhere near that. So right now, what we're seeing is a normal big retracement. Is it news driven? It's always news driven. That's why you always got to be careful. News just manipulates something that's supposed to be happening. This is a correction. And I will tell you right now, guys, if I take this move now, okay, and we're going to take this chart and flip it upside down. If you would have saw this, guess what? You might be looking at this chart right now and saying, hey, this could be a good reversal to the upside. This could be, right? So what I'm saying is, yeah, it could be a good reversal that's going to bounce off here. Or at the end of the day, why I'm showing you this is some people will look at it this way and say, you know what? Hey, it's not that bad, actually. We're just so used to being scared of the downside. If the only way you could make money is to the downside, it's a problem. But right now, we're in a downtrend, and I'm telling you, there's a good chance we will get to 340 with the gas prices and everything like that. Don't mix all those things together. Don't do that. That's a caca move. Caca move. Yes, there's things going on, but if you start doing what everybody asks you to do and they want you to do and say, hell, look at the economy, look at what Biden's doing. Oh my God, we need Trump back. Oh, we need Biden back. Oh, let's bring back Obama. All these things. And then you see people like throwing things at the gas stations. I get it, man. I get it. But all that has nothing to do with this. This is just a small reflection, because what's going to happen is the news is going to get you caught up, while the people who are logical are the ones who are going to make money over here. This was a country shutdown. And guess what? It led to this. Who would have thought a country, a world shutdown only went to the 50-day moving day average? That sounds like something that would have went over here, right? But it did not. It did not. So I'm not saying that won't happen, but let's be logical. Right now, we are looking at the 340 mark. And if we get there, we might see a reversal like that, and we're going to have some good times. Until then, I'm riding the wave to the downside. No matter what you do, as long as you have the right strategy. And if you have not learned the strategy, and if you're looking to get into some mentoring, comment coaching below. I'd love to talk to you about getting a good foundation for you. Okay, I have a great video. I actually have it just made it based on mindset that I really recommend you watch. Okay, if you're interested in that, let me know. It's going to be posted soon on my YouTube channel. You could search Vlad Tayman and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to post a video probably later today by like 5 o'clock. You too, Damien. Very nice to see you, man. So yeah, guys, don't be scared of the market, man. Be logical, have the right understanding, and it'll help you. Edwin Bustos, we're going to help you out. If either Chris or somebody's going to reach out to you and just give you the information, maybe set up a call with you so we could see if we could help you out. But yeah, guys, that's the deal, man. Stay positive, stay logical. I don't want you to be overly positive, say everything's great, everything, if someone's punching you in your face and you're like, no, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. No, man, it hurts. But, you don't want to think things worse than they are, and you don't want to think things better than they are. What you want to do is think things as they are, but always have an idea of how do we make it better. And that's really what it comes down to. The mindset is my number one key factor of why I do well in the market. I don't have to have the best strategy. I have safe strategies. I do. I have safe strategies that will make you money, 10% a month, basically every time. I'm actually training a guy right now, personally. In 2 weeks, I got him, and I don't know if he's here. He's not here today.
I know he said he was busy with his son.
Oh, he's busy with his son. He'll probably be here next week. I only worked with him for 2 weeks. We had to fine tune some of his things, and he wanted to try crypto, this, that, and I'm like, bro, let's just try and master what you know. He's literally done 30 trades. He's 80%, 84% winning on one trade, the aggressive ones. And on our paycheck collector, which is a more passive one, he's over 93%. That's because he's learning how to control his emotions. He understands when to have confidence in what, and he's very certain with himself. A lot of people are very insecure about certain moves, and it comes out when there's a loss. So LA hit me with the basketball wawa. What?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Randy?
Richard Hennessy, what's up, man? Gary Lee Gasaway. All right, cool, guys. Do we have some stocks? Oh, we got a few stocks in here, so we're gonna check that out. If you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, or if you have in general any questions at all, I would love to hear from you. Or just in general, what kind of unclarity do you feel like you have? There's a lot of people who give me those type of numbers. And there's Ace Boucheron is the guy I'm talking about. I'm training him right now, and he's really progressing great. So, and that's why he's always posting good stocks here, man. Welcome. Chris Wishnia, what's cracking? My back a little bit, honestly. A little cracking there. But all right, guys. So let's check out some stocks and see what's going on. Again, guys, any question you have, please, there's a lot of confusion about the market. That's what I'm here to do. We have a human element here. We're here to help you out.
GAIA.
What is it?
Is that a stock?
Let's check those stocks out. So what's the first one here? What's Ace got?
Gold. Yeah, gold.
So you're saying, what is he saying?
Yeah, puts.
Puts on the gold. So, when I'm looking at this, so you got to be careful with gold. Sometimes people say like, when the market's down, the gold is up. Obviously, we could see how legit that is, right? You could see, I really like this move, what you're saying here, for sure. So we're just breaking out of this consolidation, not consolidation, they're kind of a channel here. It looks like it's going to the downside pretty strong. So if you're going to make a move here, absolutely. I do like that it's kind of already showing a little bit of the momentum side here. Volume is over 13 million. And it is pretty strong. It came off a very strong volume, broke through support. I mean, like I said, man, Ace, you are doing them very well. That is why you are making the money, and that's why your percentages are doing so well. That's awesome, man. Short-term coaching, pay as you go. I think we do have something like that. Yeah, you could do like a prepaid or something. Since I've joined, my account is up 40%. That's awesome, Randy. When I see stuff like that, that says a lot. That says a lot. And again, what's crazy? Randy joined a month ago. The worst month, I get a lot of that. I'll do I go and talk to people on Facebook ads and things like that, and people will comment, "Oh, it's a scam. It's a scam, bro. You're just like everybody else. Why do you do this?" I'm like, "Bro, you haven't even checked my stuff out." Like, "No, you can't make more money in the market, in this market. You don't know what you're doing." And then I'm like, check out our group. You know how many people joined us because they're like, "Oh yeah, you're a scam artist like everybody." Listen, there's a lot of scam in the stock market, just in general. It's a very tarnished brand, unfortunately. But that's why we do what we do. That's why I come here every week to show, hey, we're human. And, it's awesome. Carlos Molina. Hey, guys, how's the market? Hey, man, I love it. But I think you should go back and listen to what we were talking about. I was just saying, if you know what you're doing, it's like, look at Ace. He's having his best gains ever. And you know where I always tell people where focus goes is very important. Things happen where you're focused. And if you're focused on how the recession is and everything's going bad, you're going to attract that type of energy and you will lose money because every little move you make, I see, you see, when you ignore those type of things and you stick to logic and you understand things are the way they are and you just have to know how to go through it. That's why these people, they're oblivious to all these craziness. They just focus on what they know. And that's why it works. What do you think of GAIA? Okay, did he ask us GAIA?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was because every letter spaced out.
I'll check it out. I was lost until a month ago. Randy's like the guy. All right, cool. What's next? So yeah, I like gold.
He had a EQT to the downside as well.
EQT to the downside. Good pick again. Breaking down the 50-day moving day average. Beautiful volume. Nice play. And it's going with the market, which is even better. So again, energy's looking pretty strong to the downside. Nice move in the momentum category. Very nice, Ace. Both of those are going on my list. Every expert I hear is saying it's going to get real bad by the end of this year. Recession. Could. Carlos, here's the thing. Can I ask something, Carlos? This is first of all, thank you for bringing that up. I love people who who say things and, are they're brave enough to talk. So I appreciate that. I do want to mention that, right? Think about what you just said. Every expert I hear is saying it's going to get real bad. Why? Does anybody notice what the group here is called? Stocks to buy and why? I named it because everybody tells you what to buy, but there's nothing between, oh, well, it's going to get bad. It's going to get this. It might. Here's what people don't understand. A recession does not necessarily mean you can't make money on the market. Yes, recession is a bad thing for the US, for our, things like that, for the gas prices, absolutely. But it's not bad for someone who's trading. You could make money on the downside the same way you make it on the upside. And people don't really realize that because it's a mainstream idea. So what happens is, yes, people are going to say that. People love fear. Did you also notice? Here's a little thing for you too. The recession's getting worse, but COVID's getting better. And we're just switching the news to something else. It's a responsibility switch. We can't have both. You can't focus on two fears. There's going to be different types of fears. Right now, it's that. Fed's raising yet again. Yes, these things are going to happen. There's news being thrown out there. Absolutely. I just don't care because those news is one thing. Okay. Is it going to affect the market? Yes. Yes, it's going to move the market. I'm not oblivious to that. All I got to do is play to the right side if you know the strategy and you got to get the right timing. That's where the technical analysis comes in. That's where you really want to observe the right way. One guy said it may drop to 20,000 DJ, didn't give an answer as to where he got that number. Remember, the first thing you learn in the class is to ignore the media. Yeah, guys, I want to make sure you understand something. I'm not saying if something gets raised, the interest rate gets raised, it won't affect the market. Yes, what we do is we wait for that thing to happen and then we start trading. Whereas everybody else is kind of scared because when you hear, oh, it's going to get bad, you think it's going to be bad forever. Well, let's not forget what we're saying now. Let's remember the past. When COVID happened, they said we're going to go into a depression. And then we had the biggest boost in history. During the Brexit situation, I don't know if you guys remember that. Oh, we're going into a recession. Everybody talks as this is the time when the news, the manipulation comes out. That is why the market is so manipulative and it sucks. And that's why I teach the way I teach. If anybody here who's in my group, in my paid courses knows, everything I design is to avoid manipulation and be able to trade normally. It's not the most aggressive, this going up, going down. It's all about making consistent gains. So you could leave your job and make money and be like Randy, who joined us in the worst market ever and had the best gains. That's not me saying that. I don't pay this guy. I don't pay him anything. It's people who understand. Forget the media. And here's what I recommend. If you're interested, guys, I have a Predator course. It teaches you about exactly the psychology behind it. If you're interested, it's on YouTube now. I put all 5 videos in there. If you're interested, just comment course below and I'll get you the link. I'll just get somebody to send it to you. It's free. It's nothing, I definitely recommend you check it out. Ron, Lori, or Leo or Elliot, it'll help. Yeah, no, and that's what's cool about our group. Everybody helps there. But yeah, if you're interested, just comment course below and I'll get somebody to send you the YouTube link. We can't post links here because Facebook gets weird about links in here. So yeah, so Justin Keith, yeah, we're gonna send you a link. You'll see it's just a playlist of 5 videos. Strongly recommend you watch it. I put a lot of effort into it. We were charging for it before. We're not charging for it now, but I really feel like you should take a look at that. And if you have any questions, hit me up because it gives you the psychology of what I learned, what the winners do. And what the winners do is observe the people who are not winning because they fall into the same trap. It's very visual, very good graphics in there. So definitely recommend strongly for that. If you're posting the word course, I will make sure. Can you just tell to do that for us? Can you just make sure? Yeah, just look at it. I think he's in here already, but just to make sure. All right, cool. So yeah, I'll get my son Chris. He will probably reach out to you, or he might be using my name or his name, but he's gonna get that for you right now. All right, guys. Let's check out some more stocks. You down for more stocks or what? Sorry, sometimes like when I get to full screen, Elliot breaks things a lot. Whenever things break, I just automatically blame Elliot because it's just convenient. Elliot is a good blame person. All right,
Good
cool.
scapegoat.
Great scapegoat. So let's go into the next one here. What's the one? GIVO? Somebody kept asking. GAIA. Somebody kept asking about GAIA. So let me look at that. He's been very patient here. What do I think of GAIA? So GAIA, let's check that out. They've been piling up on GAIA ever since it's under 5. All the experts say it's going to 13. What do you think? What do I think? Okay. So my question first is, why 13? Okay, why 13? So I'll look at 13 for a second here. So hold on. Let me just pull up the chart a little bit more here because it looks like it's a little bit longer of a chart here just to kind of see what's going on. All right, so 13, based on concept here, is right here. Okay, so that's a long way away. That's a long way away. Where do you see somebody? Okay, so in the past, let's forget what they're saying now. In the past, and there's a lot of people here. Maybe you guys could tell me otherwise. By the way, if you're watching a replay, comment replay below. I'd love to see who's watching this on a replay. In the past, who do we know that said it's going to go to a certain spot and it happens consistently? Yeah, it's happened once in a while, but consistently to say 13, maybe. Here's what my thinking is, okay? If I look at the stock overall, there's something called the moving day average. They keep the stock pretty consistent. If you look, these areas right here, these are called 13-day moving day average and 20-day moving day average. This stock has been very consistently going down, and now it's stuck in between this 50-day moving day average. It hasn't passed this average. Now, notice what I'm saying here. I'm not saying I think. I'm going based on logic. It hasn't passed that area in a long time, since exactly a year ago, right here. This is when it had a big peak. And never, ever, ever, this stock has ever had a jump that big. In history of this stock, the only time it did was when everybody else had it, which is during COVID. Since then, the biggest jump was right here. So, and these jumps don't happen from a downturn. This is the first time this stock never had a jump this big, even when it had a big history. The only time was right here, and look what's been happening here. It was a long-term consolidation. So when you consolidate to such a degree, you have that big explosion. That makes sense. What you're saying, based on this right now, I don't see 13. You would have to tell me it's something different. On the short term, for the first time, it broke even lower. It's continuing this channel. It's continuing this channel. So why am I want to know to the person, why 13? Because here's what I'm going to tell you. The person who you ask about 13, the person who said it is going to say, because I know people, because I've heard, I know. Well, if you know, then it's illegal, right? So somehow, some way, I don't see it. Based on logic, okay? Based on logic, this stock hasn't seen anything under 50-day moving average. If and only if, the only time I would trade this stock is if it gets past the 50-day moving day average, okay? If it gets to like 6, well, if it gets to 6, it just broke a strong downtrend. Even 5.5, but I would say 6 because we still had this move here. That's beginning to show an uptrend. If it gets to 9, buddy, we got something going, because 9 really goes above this 200-day moving day average. Okay, then we could see something. But until then, I would rather get it to 9 and then we would talk about 13. But if you want to get greedy and say, oh, but look, it's this much here and it's going to get to 13. Yeah, it sounds great, but the endorphins kick in saying, oh man, imagine, and that's how you get caught. again, I appreciate you throwing this out there. I don't want to down talk anything. I'm very straightforward about what I think, but please understand everything I say here is with respect to everybody here who asks question, because just asking a question is very brave. So absolute full respect for you for asking that, Todd. So I hope that really helps, man. Hope that really helps. All right, I've been buying on the way down. Okay. No problem, man. Thanks, Todd. Okay, cool. And Todd, sometimes I'll over explain things sometimes because sometimes you'll ask a question and guess what? There's other people here and maybe they want to hear a little more. So I try to really kind of help everybody at once, just taking the opportunity when somebody asks. So again, anybody who asks anything, man, just thank you so much because you bring a lot more value to a lot more people than just yourself. And that means a lot. So if anybody else has any questions, please let me know. All right, let's check out some more stocks here.
So that's about SOXL down to 1025, and they asked
what is it?
SOXL, yeah, this one.
Is it going to go down to 1025?
1025 by the end of this month. They're trying to date it.
1025 by the end of this month. So that's that's hard to predict, man. I'll tell you why. I'm not saying no to that. It's just awfully because why 1025? Like, okay, so if I draw this line, right? That one makes more sense to me. I don't know if it's gonna get to 1025, but do I think it has a chance to keep going a little lower? I would really have to see it now. It had 3 very strong downward days. Just again, going back to history.
It's just like the market.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the market right now. So it really depends on the market. So if it, here's what I would say. This has formed a very strong channel. It's actually very, very consistent. So it just had a bigger drop, but it's a consistent part of this level. If it breaks, if this breaks, so it gets to like around this area here, which I would say is around, yeah, so I'd say 14-ish, 14, then I would get in. Then I would get it. But I wouldn't really mess with it right now. Because what happens is it might start consolidating a little bit more and then start reversing back to this up channel. And that's what it's been kind of doing. So right now, if just, again, logic, right? If you're seeing this going up, down, it created a trend. That's how support resistance kind of work, supply and demand. It had a lot of volume. So yeah, but now the volume is slowing down. We're seeing a little bit of a reversal here. This is still kind of going to downside. So I would say if it breaks this part, which is around 14, then I would say, you know what? It just broke a big line, man. That's pretty big. Might even go below what you're saying. So that's where I see that. But be careful when moves like this happen. People start saying, oh my God, it's going to keep going down. Or, oh my God, it's going to keep going up. But guess what? It never does. Just go back in history. I'm sure it was said here. So that's why you want to be careful what people tell you. That's probably one of the worst things. That's why you'll never see me just give you plays. I'll look at your plays and I'll make an assumption, an assessment of what I see based on logic, based on history. But I'm not just going to be here and say, well, I think this is going to happen. And well, who am I to listen to? Like, who am I to you? You don't know. So I try to bring as much value and credibility to what the stock market does based on human psychology, not the news, not the craziness. What's up, Val? How are you, man? All right, cool. Tech analysis on SOXL looking like more winter for the short term, but the hot time. I agree. That's if I had to say that, that's probably going to be the case. But yeah, I would say right now, just one more thing on a short-term basis in the stock, it did break through a support. So that's another thing too. It did break through a support, but it already had a very strong support. So you got to be very, very careful with this. Make sure if it breaks that channel, that's your sign. Because I like to go a little bit longer. Because if you look at this really short-term area of this big, could be a problem, man, because you're caught up too much in this area. Sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture. Mirna Gamino, what's up? How are you? Val Eldred, I'm good. Thanks for asking. No problem. So yeah, Chris is sending out anybody who needs that course. I see people coming in right here. Mohammed, Jose, Tasha. Anybody interested in the course? Like I said, I put it on YouTube. 5 modules. Just comment course below. I strongly recommend you check it out. Very visual, very easy to understand. It'll give you a good understanding on certain things, so certain aspects. And by the way, there's going to be one more piece to it, a mindset piece coming today. So if you're joining and if you want to comment course below, get on that, and then I could get you that for you as well. I'll get you that last piece. Nobody watched it, by the way. Even if you saw the whole course, this last module is brand new. I just filmed it. So it's the mindset piece. What's next?
LI. That was actually one of the first ones.
LI, and I'm sorry if I'm getting to this one late. I apologize. I know this person's been waiting for a little bit. So I like what you see here a lot, actually. Now, I'm going to hesitate here a little bit. First off, it's breaking out, right? Now, when you're looking at this, things against it. First off, so this right here, you can see it's forming what you call a rising wedge, which is nice, but usually a rising wedge starts kind of tiring out. Kind of like very similar here. It's a little bit more aggressive on this one, obviously. But for the most part, when it forms a rising wedge, when things start coming together, things start coming down. Now, the other part is, if you look at just the resistance part here, it's kind of like right here in this area. And the most important part, I like the volume. I like a lot of things. So I'm saying there could be a good day in it for sure. You're counter trending. Okay. Always remember, you want to kind of, in life, sometimes people say you have to be a leader, which is leadership is amazing. Leadership is amazing, but in the market, you want to be a follower. You want to be the herd, because as a leader, you don't have enough money. Nobody does to really control the market. Even, what's his name? Warren Buffett tries to do it with billions, and it's still tough. You want to do what the trend is doing and just go with the flow. Don't create your own trend, because you'll never win. So to me, yeah, this stock had a pop, but the overall market is down. You're counter trending, which is very dangerous, and usually those things could pop down real quick. So that's the only thing. I like your observation on it, though, so I want to make sure you understand. I don't know who it is, but the observation is pretty good. Tasha, yeah, definitely check out the YouTube course of it, because I'm gonna have, like I said, it's not there yet, but it will be probably up by today. Can you do some TA and AMD and say, technical analysis on AMD, and say what you think a good buy spot would be? I just started investing and just been buying shares of that every week since I started. Cool. Let me check. By the way, if you're just joining, we're only going to be going live now Tuesdays, but every Wednesday I'm going to be going live with our paid clients, and we're going to be really digging deep to certain things. And you're going to have a one-on-one with me or a group session on a Zoom, really break some things down a lot more deeper than here, obviously, because it's a bigger group here. Glad, thanks again. Okay, sorry. Let me look at this one first. All right, so you're saying AMD, Nate? What do I think? I'm sorry.
A good buy-in price would be.
So a good buy-in price, little tough to say right now, just because we got to see what happens to the market. But I'm going to say if it gets to this area, that's a very strong support here. So that's good. The other thing I see here, just look at that channel. You see a channel on the daily? That's a very strong channel. My problem is it just broke it. So it's in a very dangerous territory, and I would not trade this at all. To me, a great buying spot here would probably be around 105. Because 105 gets it back into the trend in the middle. It doesn't kind of like test it. It's kind of saying, okay, I'm back in it. So the worst case scenario, either it does go up or it might go back down to this area. It'll swing. So even if you don't make the money the first time, you'll make money a couple more times. So it's you just have to wait a few days. That's all. But overall, it looks like 105 would be my buying point for that. And as I've just been buying shares. I think Nathaniel, he's one of our pay clients.
Nathaniel
Fuchs. Are you one of our? I think you're in a lead group, right? I believe so.
I think he said he was gonna just tell him joining.
No, I think I think he did.
Okay,
His name sounds familiar. I think he's new. You're new. So again, I would recommend. I'm gonna probably start tomorrow. So I'm gonna go into our paid group after this, and we'll discuss. I want to give everybody a lot of attention. Anybody who has any questions, you're gonna get a little action with me on there, and we're gonna really dig deep into some things. Thanks again, Vlad Elliott. I appreciate the input and mindset videos. I'll be checking them out once the new one is posted. I'm excited to see it. Have a good week. Thanks, Justin, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. Give you a little like. Can you check a Neo? Don't know why it's up. What do you mean, bro? You know these things.
Right, no.
Yeah, Ace actually controls. He's the only one who knows how to
the
control the market.
maker.
Why it's up? I don't know why it's up. I don't know. Maybe there's something going
They
on.
have
I would have to look.
a new product event tomorrow.
New product event, but the channel's looking pretty good. So I like that. I know it's a counter trending situation, so be careful with that. But I like that it broke through the 50-day moving day average. I would say for me, with stock like this, I would wait to see if there's an event. That means the news could happen. It could drop it back down or it could drop it back up. Again, that means it's a gamble. We don't want to mess with that. But I would say if it gets like around 24,
It's definitely pretty.
It's
definitely
yeah.
pretty.
So I would not be mad if you did it because I like the channel either way. But if it is news, just be careful. But overall, this stock tends to be in a very consistent channel kind of thing, and looks like to me it could go up to 22 for sure. It could do it, but just be careful with it. Also, let's see how it finishes. If it finishes above the moving day average, yes. But please check out what event he's talking about. I don't really know. That could be depending on the event. I would just wait for that to finish. All right. Ace Boo, Chris Taman. What's up, bro? It's Chris. Chris, is Nate
He says he's gonna start
about to start?
classes soon.
Oh, okay. Nate, hopefully you start. Once you start, definitely get on a Zoom with me and we're gonna have some fun for sure. So anybody who's joining, especially now, we're gonna be able to do some really, I dig really deep into some of these things. So whether it's mindset, whatever you need help, you'll really get clarity. Michael Wade, what's up, man? Can you check Nia? What's next?
EDU.
EDU. EDU. It's obviously education and technology, good stuff. But this looks very news driven. Whenever you see something like, and again, when you look at it like this, you could see this could be a very big no-no. So it's very stretched out. I like that it broke the 200-day moving day average. But again, when we see strong moves like this, the volume is great. I just want to, it's a little bit too much for me. Now, with that said, also, I got to be fair with this and say, it's kind of reaching this area. I'd be careful with it because I feel like what's going to happen with this stock, it's going to have a little bit of retracement, probably around here. It might come down here. Maybe then it'll continue going up, but I think I would like to see it bounce again just because of how strong this was. If anything, I probably would have gotten it around here or here, even though you could see like it went down, but the momentum was so strong and got it right back up. So I would be careful with that. Wooshaprin.
What's happening?
No, Wooshapnin. What's up, Wade? Wade the man. What's next?
ELY.
What is it?
ELY.
ELY?
Mm-hmm.
Callaway? We're talking about the downside.
Just do a vague one out there for us.
So this one here, again, very strong downward channel here, which it's consistent, which I like. I think it's following the market. Based on what I'm seeing, the volume's very low, so that's my only problem. If you see here, it's really under 1 million. So that to me is a red flag. That's the first part, which I'm not a big fan of. So that's the only thing. So especially when you're trading options, that could really hurt you. And the other thing, if I look at the Fibonacci here, it's hitting this 50-day 50% line, which usually means a lot of times this is the reverse time. So it'll go up, it'll go down, and then it'll start reversing right at the 50-day moving 50% retracement line. So strongly recommend not trading right now until we see some sort of confirmation of it going up. What next?
Excuse me, Oxy, OXY.
Those are not good for you. OXY.
Another energy play.
I like this stock. I like the stock. And one of the things I like about it, no matter how bad the market is, it's holding this 50-day moving day average, right? And it's been very consistent. I like it. Now, right now, it's in what you call a doji, which is an indecisive candle. So you don't want to play that. You want to get some sort of confirmation. So it's kind of like right here. You can see here, we had like a candle similar to that, more of a hammer, but it was kind of an indecisive. But once it started deciding and have a solid move, that's when things start happening. In fact, this is one of those candles I show you stocks like this in a webinar. So I have a great webinar. It's 1 hour long. I give you a full strategy on how to make money in stocks like this every week. If you haven't seen it, comment webinar below, and we'll make sure to get you that as well. Again, totally free. Definitely recommend you check it out. I know a lot of people watched it and they make a lot of money just off doing that one strategy. I have it to end of the day. I have it to end at the end of the month. Yeah, if you have it till the end of the month, that's great. So you don't want to wait till the end of the month because you'll get hit with theta. So you don't want to get time decay on that. But I think you're in good shape. I think if you have it already and you're in it, I would definitely be okay. I think you're fine to see a bounce play on that. What's next?
KMI might be another energy play.
KMIs look very bearish again. Looks like it's really going to the downside 2 days in a row. What I would be careful here right now, it looks like it's hitting this support line very strong. So we want to see a confirmation of it starting to break through it or reverse. So it really depends. I'm glad Tasha. Is Tasha in our elite group? I don't remember. Tasha, are you in our elite group? I'm sorry. We're getting a lot of people now. So it's like hard to keep up. Yeah, my only thing is, so it's been increasing volume. We're seeing a little bit of a downward in the volume as well. So to me, right now, I wouldn't mess with this because I want to see. It could be reversible. We need confirmation. With anything without confirmation, we don't want to do. Not yet. I'm hoping to start. Oh, hey, Tasha, let me know because all the new members, I'm going to actually do a special Zoom for you guys, and really get you guys going. Give you all the answers. You're gonna with yours truly. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Also, anybody here who's joining, let me know. I'm going to get you a nice little sweatshirt. You want to show them the sweatshirt over there? I'm going to get you a nice Trader Foundation. Good quality, too. Good stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Look at this thing. Don't hate, appreciate. Nice little hoodie. Everybody wants a hoodie in the summer.
Put your hood up.
All right, cool. What's next?
GEVO.
GEVO, too much indecision right now. So it's kind of been going down. There's a lot of red flags in this one for me. One is you can see it broke through support, but it's been going through these little candles of indecision. We don't know what's going to do. The volume is extremely decreasing very strongly. It's showing us flatness on here. It's showing us to the downside on the MACD, flatness on the stochastic. So to me, there's too much. There's too many things that are just off on this one. I got the boots. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, but I'll go back and watch. I would love a hoodie. Now I was saying, if you join, if you're going to be joining, let me know. Ruben, I think Ruben Bram, I think you too. Anybody who's joining, definitely. Lori needs to get her thing. I don't know if we send that out. Vanessa's supposed to send it out for her. Yeah, so we'll get you a couple hoodies for sure. Yeah, what I was saying, if you're joining, let me know because we're going to be doing a Zoom, and we're going to be doing it for all the new people. If you need to talk about anything, kind of get your situation, definitely recommend joining very, very short. I think we're going to be doing it in like this week coming up. But yeah, what's the next? That's it. All right. No, Jamal, what's up, man? How are you? So if you're liking the show, man, can we get some thumbs up in here? Thumbs up in here. See who's enjoying it here. either way, guys. So like I said, if you're just joining and you're a paid member, like I said, I'm gonna be going live tomorrow. No live on Thursday. No live on Thursday here. It's gonna be just Tuesdays. When it begin, and part of it is just to make sure we take care of the people who are paying us for our courses. They're amazing people. There's a lot of you in here, and it's only fair that I give you some time too, because you guys are awesome. So you'll see me. I'm gonna set up something. I'm gonna go live on the paid group very shortly today, just to kind of give you some insight on what that is. But it's gonna start tomorrow. When do you do your live again?
2.
At 2 o'clock. So it's going to be tomorrow, 2 o'clock in our paid group. And again, if you're looking to join, please let me know, comment coaching below. We'd love to coach you. We'd love to hear from you. And really, if you think this is something, wait till you see what we do on the inside. It's a lot more deeper, a lot more crazier, very, very informative. So it's going to be, and you're going to be able to go on Zoom and talk to me and really get it on the good stuff there. Can I buy a t-shirt? No, Lori, we're going to send you one. You're not buying one because Lori is one of our elite members and she's been doing an amazing job. So yeah, but anybody's interested in buying one, I don't know what's going on with that website. That's gonna, you know what? I'm gonna make a promise by next week, by Tuesday, we'll have a website for you guys to check that. A lot of people ask for that. Oh yeah, it is. All right, cool guys. Really appreciate it, man. Is the t-shirt dry fit? Are you talking about this t-shirt? This is my shirt. This is the trader shirt. Now we're gonna have some cool designs, man. I got a few things I got planned out.
He said, "Where do you live?"
Huh?
Get one.
Who said where I live?
Paul Trevino.
I live over here.
I live over here.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the Zoom link of where I live.
He'll drop that.
What's a good broker? Thinkorswim, man. Love Thinkorswim. Been using them for years. Sometimes for like our certain passive strategies, like our paycheck collector, I'll use what is that? Webull, just because there's no commissions.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna do like active trading, Thinkorswim's your way.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, we're gonna get something going with that. After this, I'm gonna call the girl that's setting that up for us to make sure it's all good. Anyways, guys, I will be back here Tuesday. Anybody who's paid, let me know. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Either way, love you all. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Don't stress out about the recession. And if you're just joining, definitely check out the beginning of this video. If you haven't seen my YouTube, go to Vlad Tayman. Just go to YouTube, type in my name, Vlad Tayman. Join the channel. If you want the Predator course, I definitely recommend it. It's on YouTube. It's a whole playlist, 5 videos. I'm going to add a 6th one. No one has seen it. I guarantee not a single soul has seen it yet. It's going to be pretty good. Elliot hasn't seen it. Literally nobody has seen it. I just made it the past few days. And definitely recommend you check that out. If you haven't gotten the link, just comment course below and we'll make sure to send it to you. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Essence. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, everybody, man. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining. And we will see you and Alberto, of course, Alberto Pereira and Ace and everybody next week. See you later.